Alright, hi everyone, Giant Size here, otherwise known as Chris. And this is episode 5 of Riven already. Somehow we've already got to episode 5. So, I'm not gonna lie. I'm a little stuck with what to do. It's been a little bit since we did episode 4. And I remember in episode 4 we were looking around at the kind of the glowy, not the glowy, the spinny domes and figuring out where they are to kind of figure out which island aligned with which color stone for that one puzzle. But other than that, we were also looking at figuring out what each of these eyes, what animal symbol they were, because of the, I'm gonna call it like the altar room, the circle to stone room. Remember, so this one was a frog, right? Frog. So the one in the woods we couldn't figure out. We couldn't find anywhere that had like a silhouette. And then we're still missing the first eye. We found 2, 3, 4, and 5. We still can't find number 1. So I wanted to go to the kind of paper, the book making island. Because on that island, we haven't found, or maybe we have found, it's the one that's the ring, right? Somewhere in here, is there a dome? A spinny dome? And I just don't remember it. Because if there is, which I hope there is, then we'll be able to figure out what kind of color corresponds to this island. What was down here? I don't remember. There's our spinny dome. Okay, what symbol's on here? Oh, right there. I'm gonna get a little bit closer. Watching for the yellow one. Oh, it's too hard to see from that close. Back up one. Okay, that's the yellow. So that's island 2. I'm gonna write that down. Now, we still don't know. It's very loud down here. We still don't know where this is. How to get there. They hide everything behind doors. Wait, that was a different one. That was a different symbol. That was purple. What? Okay. That was purple. It was weird. It was a different symbol on this than it was when we saw it out there. More books. But hey, at least we got that open. Okay, so that's something. We're finding things. So, there's still 2 colors that we don't know which island they belong to. But there's only 5 islands. So we found domes on islands 1, 2, 3, and 5. Now, island 4 is that tiny island that we're not able to get to. So if we go back over, what's down here? I don't remember. So this, I think island 4 is this thing, unless it means that this is island 4. But I think it means this one is island 4. It's confusing. We also don't know where the first eyeball symbol thing is. So I wish I could look down here. Because if we remember, that little island kind of looked like it had tree roots. Like that's what it kind of looked like, the shape of it. It kind of looked like tree roots with a flat top. Which, I don't know if that's what that island looks like. I also want to figure out what's going on over here. Like, why do I feel like there should be something down here? Like, why would you be able to look down here? We still don't know the password for this thing. Just looking around, I feel like we've missed an eyeball somewhere. But where? I don't know. Like, you would think maybe there's one in here. I also think it's kind of weird that we can walk over here, but then there's nothing over here. And we can't go further. Like, we can look out, sure. So our first eyeball. Just looking around in here, I feel like this path has so much going on in it. Like, what does this do? We still don't know what this button does. Of course, we found the eyeball down there. Just going nice and slow. And we found the eyeball here. I don't know. Also, how do we have 6 color stones, symbols, whatever, but only 5 islands, right? How does that work? So So why can we look out there? Just checking everywhere. This is the sword that leads down to where the eyeball is. Like, there's no animal silhouette down here where we can see this eyeball. Right? Like, unless I'm blind. And we hadn't found anywhere that could see this section. Oh, I almost thought we'd be able to walk over there. That's a sword. Alright, there's no silhouette. Look down there. It's kind of cool. There's got to be somewhere we can look down, right? Looking for a silhouette of some sort. Let's try to go up top again. I know we've done this already, but I just find it really strange that we can't see any kind of silhouette of that eye. So, stairs. I'm just going to hover my mouse out here to see if there's anywhere that gets the symbol to look down. So far, nothing. Alright, let's go this way. Just grass. Like, that's the closest we get of a shot of down there, but it's pretty much the same view. Is there anything we see here? If we're... Okay, let's try this. Let's go up here. I don't know. I'm just thinking out loud now. Now... I thought maybe there'd be a way to spin this. I don't want to do that. No. I just don't see a way to look down here. So why are some of these light... I don't know if this means anything. Probably not. Never mind. Let's try going into the downwards part too. I don't fully remember what's down here. Well, apparently nothing. Does that call the thing? Yeah, it did. So this leads to this weird area down here. So that just looked at all the lights. Looking around. Let's turn this thing over. Get out. I don't think we can get off the path here in this water. Nothing there. So, if this is the dome, okay? The dome and the little island, or the little place that has that kind of circle room, is this that tiny little spit of rock? I think it's too far away. Right, where that dome is spinning that we opened? And if it was, then this one, right? Like, this one would be, there'd have to be a spinny dome on it. Okay, let's look at this a little bit. See, it has this little dome built into this island. So How do we get to this little island? Oops. How do we get to this little island? That apparently has a dome out in the water. On the back side of it. How do we get there? I feel like I have so many questions. We also need, like, what's the slider code for these? Right? Because, remember, it gave us the dome code access. And we know the first 3 letters, or numbers, it's 489. But then the last 2, we didn't recognize those symbols. So those are obviously past 10. And we only have the numbers 2 through 10. Right? So we still don't have an answer for that. We don't really know how they make up their numbers. I just can't help but feel like we're missing an eyeball somewhere. How do we get to that island? I don't think we can, honestly. How do we get there? Oops. Wrong button. Made a bunch of books. Is there anything else in this room that, like, why? Okay, can we open these? Can only open the egg one. How do you open these other drawers? Is there not a way? Seems like kind of a stupid little drawer system if you can only open one. This is where he gave us the access code, right? So what is this? Just looking for symbols. Or for... So, like, the 17th age. Which... So, to me, this one half of it is the symbol for 9. So, 99th age. But then this one doesn't make sense. Because then this is a 9, right? It's the same symbol. But this one is an 8. So it'd be 98th age. You would think this is a 2. Because that's the only, in English anyway, right? If it was the 92nd age. If that's an N. Now, if that's an R, it'd be a 3. It's close to a 3. Do we need to go back and check our numbers? I don't think we got them wrong. So the 3 is this same symbol without this line, is what we have written down. So it's still got the kind of the K. A coded access system into all of the domes. That's the symbol for 4. That's the symbol for 8. That's the symbol for 9. We don't know this symbol. We don't know this symbol. Yeah, we've got this kind of figured out, except for this one. We don't know how to get there. It's like, to me that says 98 again. My new office on 98. Not sure what this is. For now, I'll build an office and set up my living quarters there in order that I may conduct my experiments in safety and without distraction. A 6 color system. There has to be a deeper connection to 5. I'll continue to investigate. Yeah, I think one of these colors isn't used or something. So I think the colors, according to this, I finally made a breakthrough. I have succeeded in modifying either the 5 marble and fire marbles to generate enough power to hold a descriptive linking book in a stable matrix. I have linked to a new world. It is a harsh and desolate age, but is nonetheless well suited for my purposes. And so I've designated it my 93rd. By studying it closely, I believe I'll eventually be able to create a new appropriate. So this is where he's went, and I think the marble thing will bring us there. Alright, well, I mean, like, nothing really new in that. Guys, how the fuck long was this eyeball here? What the shit? Hold on. Hold on. Last week, while monitoring the situation of the villagers from the scope of my survey room, I observed one of the natives swim out to a small object that appeared to be floating, but anchored near the entrance to the bay. I ordered the object removed from the water for inspection. Several days later, however, it was surprised to see another floating there. The missing object had apparently, and quite mysteriously, been replaced with a new one overnight. I've long been aware of the existence of similar artifacts on the villagers' island, but have paid them little notice until now. Tomorrow I shall send surveyors to catalog the others. By the bay. Okay, okay. That's good. What does this do? Anything? How did we not see that there before? My god. Okay. Out by the bay. Like this bay? We also still don't know what this switch does. I think that's the fan. Could you talk about this island? It was floating by the entrance to the bay. Just looking for any kind of silhouette. Couldn't... That? It's kind of weird that we can come all the way over here. You can see that building up there. I don't really see anything. I don't know if this is what I would call a bay, honestly. Alright, let's go try to figure out where the eyeball is floating, if we can still see it. Let's go look down by the water. Now, unless he's talking about this one, which he shouldn't be. The entrance to the bay. This is more of a lagoon. As is this. Couldn't have been more specific, right? Go off. Couldn't have been more specific. So I don't think it's this way. Entrance to the bay. What's down here? Why can we look down here? Oh god, why is there kids' faces in the rock here? That's absolutely kind of creepy. Do you see that? You guys see that? That's horrifying. Did somebody just put that in as like a developer thing? That's super creepy. I don't like that. So, what if we assume that that last one stood for number 1? I don't think this is right, but so if we push the buttons in the order we found them, for whatever reason, 3, 4, 2, 5, 1. No. What other way could these go? I don't know. Can't figure that out yet. We don't know any of the writing yet. I don't think there's any real hints in here. So it's telling me there's a dome in the water out here behind this somewhere. I just don't see it. I don't quite believe it. It's a weird looking shape. It's in the bay. Like, just looking around. Can't believe those creepy kids' faces. That was seriously, like, gave me a bit of a spook. I did not enjoy that. Can we look up? No. Fuck, I keep doing that. Oops. Keep doing that too. Oops. In the bay. So, do I have to assume that that eye we found on the desk is the other eye? Now, if it is, where is it from? Right? Like, you know what I mean? That's what I'm trying to figure out, is where is this bay that it's from? Is it out here, maybe? I always thought this looked like a silhouette. This is the most bay-like thing we have. Now, he said it was replaced. It was floating. And it was replaced. Is that it? Let's go up above. Let's go up above. How do we get to this periscope? Can I look down? I gotta think that this right here is it. Now, if that's true, can't see it from here. I feel like the periscope might allow us to see it from a unique angle. Some kind of silhouette. But I have no idea how to get to the periscope. How would we get, like, what, where is this? Where is in here? Where does this lead? How do you get to that? I think we gotta go, I think we might have to go explore down there a bit more. Am I gonna have to go all the way around the island? It's kind of annoying. Kind of annoying. Alright, where do I go? I think that has to be it, right? Like, tethered. Alright, let's try to go around so we can get into that underwater thing. Very quick. Very blurry. Skip the little lagoon guys. I feel like we've accomplished a little bit this episode, but like not as much as I would like so far. Let's go forward. Can't go up. Go forward. This goes up to where the kind of the teepee thing that we got raised up. So in here, if we go to the left... Oh, that turned us around. Okay, well, if we go turn around and then go to the right, we should go to the control room. Was there anything in here? How do we get to this? So, what does this hole lead to? There's some weird holes down here. Alright. I don't think the control room is where we want to be. If our guy could swim, it would make this a little easier. Let's go left. Go to the school. I just wonder whether there's more options in here than the numbers. Yeah, that should be 9. Numbers 2 to 10. It still amazes me we never got a 1. 3, yeah, that checks out. It's the 10, that's the highest we've ever got. That's the 1. Okay, so we just never got a 1. We got so unlucky. So, that eye we found on the desk is a 1. We need to figure out where that eye was anchored. We need to figure out where that eye was anchored, because I want to think it's that area over there. Does that look like anything to you guys? I think there has to be a way into this periscope somehow. But just from our map of this kind of underwater area, it doesn't make any sense. There's nowhere else to go. Unless we can get out here. No. What does this mean? Let's turn around. Let's go to the right. how do we get to that periscope? Right? Because it feels like there's going to be something in this. Or is that periscope just... Is somebody spying on them? Okay, hold on. Hold on. Am I an idiot? Do you remember how on the first island where that guy, right, or where the room where the guy appears as a god to them? So this is where it appears, but how he controls it, right? In here, there was two cameras. That room, and then a blue one. Damn, it's not the blue one. Is there any way to change what those are looking at? This one had a lever. Oh, that's just a door. I want to go look and see if there's like an actual camera we can see on the wall in this room then? Somewhere? No? It feels like he's spying on them. But I don't know how. You never know, there might have been something behind there, right? Okay. Oops. How do we... use the periscope thing? Oh my god. I'm trying to skip all these... Oh, I went the wrong way. How do we use the periscope thing? Where else have we seen... Where else have we seen a kind of periscope of sorts? Like, that's what I'm struggling with. I'm like, this thing has to be looking at something, right? Like, what is this thing? Like, you can't tell me that's not a periscope. This is going to create whatever we're supposed to be looking at. But we haven't seen any other kind of like controls. Right? Like, ah, for fuck's sake. Like, this is the only controls I can think of for watching something. I don't need to see the creepy beast again. That one's broken, that's why we assume that one's purple. Okay, let's raise this. Let's put this one down. Like, is this the view from the periscope? It must be, right? It's gotta be. That's definitely it. Okay. That's the fish. That's a fish. This is the creepy picture. Okay, stop that. How do we get out of here? Okay. So, let's go back to the forest. What's the best way back to the forest? I think this way. Back to the forest. So, nope, wrong way. Here is the only eye. This is the only eye. We don't know what the silhouette is. The other one is a frog, a bug, a whale, and a fish. If we can figure out what the silhouette of this eye is, I think we can figure out those stones. But what is the silhouette? Or the sound? It kind of sounds like those sea creatures. Right? You know what I mean? Let's go see what they sound like. I mean, somewhat like the little ooh, ooh kind of noise. I just think it's weird that we found you're able to get a silhouette for every other eye, but this one. Unless, like, we've clicked around in here like crazy. The bottom of a sword. You can just barely see the eye here. Is this a silhouette of anything? Nothing's jumping out at me. Right? Because you can just barely see the eye there. Does that make any sense to you guys? How is there not a way to get around out here to look down at it? Like, it's frustrating. It could be this fish thing. Does that one do anything? No. I just don't know. And we've done this so many times up here, walking around trying to figure it out. Looking down here, trying to see something. Trying to see anything. And like, what's in here? Anything? See the fish statue. I still think over where the logs stumps are that you should be able to walk up there somewhere and see what's going on. Excuse me. Wrong way. Wrong way again. Man, I get turned around in here so easily. Or that I should be able to walk out here. See, like, I want to be able to get up on this big log. Apparently not. Apparently can't. Alright, well, let's go, this way. I think what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to go by the sound for that eye. Because we can't appear to find a silhouette for it. Unless there's something down here. Nothing. So, one is a fish. The diamond-shaped fish, or the triangle-shaped fish. This thing. Two is the bug, this guy. Three is the frog. Four is the one we don't know. This is number 5. It kind of sounds like a big animal. Is it the swimmy things? I'm gonna try it as these. And then 5 would be the whale. We might have got it. Alright, well that's kind of creepy. Okay. What is that? Okay. That looks like it was attempted to be burnt. And it's a linking book. Okay. We're gonna leave the episode here because that's gonna be a crazy start for the next one. So we kind of stumbled around, but we figured out the eyeball things. And I think that's pretty cool. Yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure to stay tuned for the next one. It should be coming out soon. And I'm excited. I'm excited to travel to this new area and take a look and see what it's all about. It looks kind of weird. Alright. Take care. See you in the next video.